All right, greetings, everybody. My name is Dayle T, host of the Awesome Music Show, and it's a great day to be alive one more time. So many things are happening around the world, and we are grateful that we can do the show one more time. It's a pleasure just going live with you. And as usual, it's another awesome day given to us by an awesome God to do some awesome things. And trust me, many of you would know that we lost a very good brother last week. This week, Friday, is going to be 8 days since we lost one of our soldiers in the army. And trust me, it has really taken a toll on me for the entire week. But guess what? We are grateful. And I've always said every single day above ground is a good day. So I'm blessed to be alive. So many different things are happening, but I'm still grateful to be alive. And I'm really excited about this interview. And trust me, we're going to be having a good time on the show today because we need to let people know that despite what you're going through, there is still a God that is in charge of everything that we do. And we are just grateful. So if you're on Instagram, you're on Facebook, you're on YouTube, thank you so much for joining us. And for those of you on the Facebook and Instagram platforms, you're only going to be hearing our guests. But if you want to see the full interview, then feel free to join us on in my YouTube page, Dayle T Music, and you can see our guests. But in the meantime, if you have any comments, please drop them in the chat so that we can share those comments. And for those of you who are going through a rough time, you may have lost a loved one or something tragic may have happened in your life. We want to use the show to encourage you and just to let you know that there's still a God who is in control of everything that we do. All right, so this is how we kick things off from the Awesome Show today, Friday, May 26th, and the time is running so fast. Just the other day, it was January 1, watch night service, and the whole works, and then all of a sudden, we are now in the month of May. Just a few months left, and then we're going to be ending 2023. So be blessed as we look forward to this interview, and this is how we kick things off on the Awesome Music Show this Friday. So if you're in the UAE, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, any of the Emirates, 7 Emirates, big up to you. You're in Trinidad, you're in Jamaica, you're in the US, you're in the UK, anywhere you are logging on to this show, we are blessed to have you. If I don't hear from you, Lord, what shall I do? I don't want to go astray. So please answer me when I pray. Sometimes I just feel so broken, in pain and sorrow. It's like I'm soaking, Lord, send my peace, even as a token. Speak to me, Lord, my ears are wide open. Let me know that you're still there for me. Pour out your mercies, let me know you still care for me. When I feel lonely, let me know you're still there to me. Speak to me when the enemy set up those snares for me. Without your voice, I don't know where to turn. When I don't hear you, it makes me so concerned to live for you. Maybe don't confirm, but sometimes I just feel to turn. I need a word from you. If I don't hear from you, Lord, what shall I do? I don't want to go astray. So please answer me when I pray. Don't want to tread that broad road righteousness. Want to say welcome to my mom, Mama Shirley, over there in Philadelphia. Papa Lieber, thank you so much. Always joining and supporting the show. Also to my immediate family, thank you so much, Kimberly and the boys. And if you're on the platform today and I didn't call your name, just remember that you're still welcome. Because you would understand that so many people are on the platform sometimes and we can't see their names, especially if they don't have a YouTube account. But welcome. If
shall I do? I don't want to go astray. So please answer me when I pray. I really want to hear from you. If we don't hear from you, what can I do? What can I do? We don't want to go astray. We don't want to go astray. I need a word from you. If I don't hear from you, Lord, what shall I do? I don't want to go astray. So please answer me when I pray. Answer me. You make yourself answer me. Because if you know answer me, me don't know what me I'm gonna do. Me don't know what me I'm gonna do. Me don't know.
All right, for those of you who know my love and admiration for reggae, we're going to do it one more time and then we're going to get straight into the interview on the Awesome Music Show today. I need a word, and trust me, before I play this song, so many times you go through some situations, and trust me, this song is relatable because guess what? Sometimes you go through some situations, and that's what you have to just look up to the sky and say, God, I need a word. Because the things you're facing, the things you're going through, I mean, even last week, just hearing the sad news of the passing of our brother and friend, I had to ask God, why, but God knows best. And trust me, when you can listen to a song like this to say, God, I need a word, then definitely, man, that's how it's gonna go. So guess what? One more time, just about 3/4 of this song, and then we're gonna go right into the interview. And trust me, it's gonna be a wonderful show. Stand by.
Your words say calling you shall answer. Knock, and the door shall be open unto you. But sometimes I may not hear your voice. But if we don't hear from you, what me I gonna do? What me I gonna do? I need a word from you. If I don't hear from you, Lord, what shall I do? I don't want to go astray. So please answer me when I pray. Sometimes I just feel so broken in pain and sorrow. It's like I'm soaking, Lord, send my peace, even as a token. Speak to me, Lord, my ears are wide open. Let me know that you're still there for me. Pour out your mercies, let me know you still care for me. When I feel lonely, let me know you're still there to me. Speak to me when the enemy set up those snares for me. Without your voice, I don't know where to turn. When I don't hear you, it makes me so concerned to live for you. Maybe don't confirm, but sometimes I just feel to turn. I need a word from you. If I don't hear from you, Lord, what shall I do? I don't want to go astray. So please answer me when I pray.
1 more minute of the song.
Don't want to tread that broad road righteousness. I want you to be my barcode. Please wipe away all my dark clouds and take me away from this dark mode. Sanctify my heart and take those scars out to do your will. Help me to go all out and from my heart. Please take out all doubts. Build my faith in you, even if it's a small amount. Me, I beg you, Lord, please answer me. Grace to cover my sins, me beg you, please sponsor me. If I can't stand, just stay that stands for me. Harmonize my life like this band that play for me. I need a word from you. If I don't hear from you, Lord, what shall I do? I don't want to go astray. So please answer me when I
Powerful
pray.
song coming to you from the Awesome Music Show on this Friday, May 26, 2023. And we are blessed to have a wonderful, wonderful guest on the show this Friday. And it's a blessing just to share this platform one more time. We need a word. And trust me, I don't know about you, but I need that word. Yeah, man, I need that word. I need that word. All right, so he is a singer, songwriter, gospel recording artist. He's also the brand ambassador for Steam Clean Auto Car Rentals, musical arranger, and producer. His real name is Jason Lunan, but he goes by the stage name Godson Four Corners. My brother, welcome to the Awesome Music Show. How you doing?
Greetings, man. Thanks for having me.
All right, yeah, man. Blessings, blessings. A pleasure just connecting with fellow ministers all around the world on the Awesome Music Show, and it's just a pleasure to have you on, bro. And trust me, I'm really looking forward just to sharing the few moments with you because you have some really good music. You have a powerful ministry, and I think the world needs to hear you. So, welcome to the Awesome Music Show, live from Abu Dhabi. You're on for the first time, and it's a pleasure just having you on, bro. Blessings.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. All right. So, I mean, a lot of people will see the name, and that's one of the first thing that stood out to me. Your stage name. I know I kind of jump in the gun a little bit, but at least people will get an idea of how the name came about. So, tell us a little bit about how you came up with the stage name Godson Four Corners, because it's a very unique name and it's a very
Definitely.
catchy. You wouldn't go on social media and see anybody with anything possibly close to it because it's very, very unique. Tell us a little bit about
Very
that.
unique. All right, how I came up with the name. I used to go by the name just Godson only, but we had a little challenge locating stuff online because Godson
Hmm.
is used widely. So I
Uh,
released an EP in the year 2018 by the name of Four Corners. So I decided one of the day I get the inspiration, I was saying that it's better I just merge the two, God's son and the four corners, because if I am the son of God and God said that we should spread the gospel to the four corners of the world, then
yeah,
why not just merge the two? Because remember, names have power, words have power. So when I say God's son four corners, you know that the gospel is going to go global.
yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
man.
that's good, man. That's good. That's good. And then definitely on social media, you want to stand out from any other, you're in the search engine and stuff like that. So that's
Right, right.
totally understandable. Yeah. Before I go forward, blessings to you, Moss Multi, bro. You know it go already. Can't even remember your real name, but guess what? I know we're connected like that, man. So blessings to you, and thanks for supporting the Awesome Music Show as always. Yeah, man. Blessings. So, in terms of your early start, bro, you're based in Kingston, but tell us a little bit about your early start in the music. Because for many of us, growing up, like for myself, I remember making the little guitar, we call it the play
Mhm.
guitar in the backyard and stuff like that. Tell us about your little early start. Even as a child growing up in a Christian home, I used to hide in the back of the house to dance to the reggae music being played on the road. You can't make your parents catch you. So you know that
Yes,
part.
yes.
Tell us a little bit about your early start, though. How you all got started in the music industry.
All right, we got started in the church like many other gospel artists and even secular artists in Jamaica, because
Yes.
when we were children, we had no choice. When mommy said you have to go to church, you have to go to church whether you like it or not. And
Yeah, man.
while we were in church, they would have little events, little concerts, little rally, conventions, whatever the case may be. And they will always try to push children because you're small, so they know that you're gonna form the future. So they want to know what talents are inside of you. So they anything at all. If it's drama, they're gonna send you to do drama. If it's singing, they're gonna send you to sing. It doesn't matter what it is. So I was always sent to sing. But one thing I realized from a very early age is that I never liked singing people songs. So
Uh,
that is how my writing came along because I couldn't remember the words of people songs. So I said it's not working out. If they're gonna call me to sing, then I need to just write a song to sing because I can't remember these songs.
yeah, man.
And that is how I started writing. I remember writing my first song. It wasn't a complete song, it was a chorus and a verse, and that was from like grade one.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a gospel song. And I sang it in church and they gave me a little forward and that was encouraging. So when I decided in high school to give my life to God now, it was like a no-brainer. I knew I had the talent to write. I knew I had the talent to sing. I had the talent to DJ. So I decided that, you know what, I'm going to give this all to God.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's powerful, bro. Because a lot of young people, and I want you to use a few minutes just to talk to some young people, because a lot of young people, especially at the point of high school and college, it's a great turning point, and a lot of them at that point end up doing things that they regret, or they end in some kind of profession that they don't even like. So I want you to use some time just to talk to some people about making that wise choice that you make. And before you answer the question, want to say hello to Nina. Thank you so much for Nina for joining us. And trust me, we are really grateful to have you on. And trust me, it's really good. Good to see you again too. And it's a pleasure having you on. Yes, bro. Talk about I guess you get a call or something.
Yeah, getting a call. I'm trying to reject.
Yeah, man. That's technology. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So you gave your heart to God in high school. Tell us about that experience, and also use the time to encourage other young people, because a lot of people think this thing is boring. And when I
Right?
watch you on stage and when I watch your music and I listen to you, I don't get any form of boredom from that. So talk to us about your conversion experience and what young people can expect from being a part of this wonderful family of Christ. Talk to us about that.
All right. I got saved in third form. So that was when I was about 14 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So before third form, now leading up to third form, I used to be interested in the Rastafarian culture. I did like the Rasta them, I think them they conscious and I like the vibes there and I like the smoking and all of that. So I used to take part in the smoking, and when I was coming home from school, many evenings I would stop by a Rasta man here by the name of Union Mundel, and we never smoke because he never believes that children must smoke. But when I leave there, because I saw him smoking, when I leave there, because where I was living at that time, there was a weed farm on the hill, and I decided that I'm going to go into the weed farm and I'm going to raid him farm, I'm going to pick some weed and dry it myself and I'm going to smoke it. So every evening I would run from school just to go home to smoke. But when the conviction came upon my life, it was at a point where my mother realized that something was off, because before I got saved, hardly anyone would have seen me smile. I was a very angry person. So my mother
Mm-hmm.
said, you know what? I'm gonna send it to a camp meeting. That was a church camp meeting. I didn't want to go at first because I was like any other young person. Boy, that boring, and me have better things to do with my summer. And why my mother must send me there? So me some me already don't have the money. Why I make that sacrifice? I mean, I need to go. I don't want to go and you don't have the money to spend. So me just chill. She said,
Uh-huh.
no, I'm gonna meet the sacrifice and go into that 3 weeks of camp meeting. I was like, all right then. If she says so, that's so, because I'm mom that at the general. So I said,
Yeah.
my cousin went as well. So my cousin said, no, I go look some girls.
Yeah.
Since they want to force us to go, a girls thing we got up on. So we went to the camp and we decided that a girls were gonna look. But I remember the second night of camp, we got convicted, and girls never there for women anymore. The smoking never there for women. All we were thinking about was how to get closer to God, because we got connected to the source, and it was such an amazing feeling that we were like, yo, at this them that I talk about. When we feel a conviction that we say, yo, at this, yes, I wish not there all along. We felt that peace, we felt that
Wow.
joy. It was something that it cannot be explained. You just have to experience it for yourself. And at that age, we
Yeah.
decided, you know what, God, we are going to deal with, because it's just that is why it is important where you go and who you associate with, because we spent 3 weeks in that camp and our lives were transformed forever. And when I came back out now, I decided, you know what, I fully Jesus, man, straight
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. So I went back to school. The influence over my friends, them that was there, people started to say Jesus. People started to see the change. God started to
Yeah.
get His glory. And young people, may I tell you, it's not boring. You know what is boring? Sin. Because guess what? I'm tell you something about sin. Yes, when you're in
Yeah.
sin and you're involved in sin, and after you're done with your sin, you start feeling depressed. You still feel empty, because the only thing that can bring true peace and true joy is the connection with God Himself. So the best
Wow.
decision that you could have ever made is to give your life to God Almighty. That's the best decision. it will be an everlasting joy. Even when everything around you is breaking down, that joy will still be in you. It's like you're smiling at the storm when other persons are worried, sick.
Yeah. Powerful, bro. Powerful. That's really good. So I want to just make an appeal to all the young people, all those who are watching. I mean, this is a life that gives you peace, as he talks about eternal joy. I mean, even when the world around you is falling, then there's this inner peace that comes from above, and that's really good. Want to big up Paul Michael Campbell. Big greetings to you, Sir Paul, and also Claudia Denny. Thank you so much for joining on the Facebook platform. It's really good to have you on. Yeah, we had some technical issues earlier this week, Paul, but guess what? We're rolling again, so we can always get something going on the platform again. So that's really good. So, bro, in terms of your recording though, because now you started from like an early age writing your own song. You got saved now in high school. And we're gonna be playing that song because just listening to your testimony, I realize there's a song that you have. I'm going to be playing it closer to the end of the
Yeah,
show.
man.
It it covers all of that testimony, which is so
All of
powerful.
that. Yeah,
That was
man.
one of the
Straight
songs that
testimony.
pulled, me to your music and to your ministry, because listening the song over and over, I'm saying, yes, this is a real testimony. So in terms of your first recording though, how did you get to do your first recording, and what was that experience like for you?
All right. My first recording was done with over by Portmore with a set of twin and Roger Facey and his brother.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that was when I got the name Godson because I went to studio. I don't know if you know AG Icon. AG Icon and I went to that studio. We were in
Oh,
sixth form at the time, and we decided one Saturday to go to the studio to do a recording. And them say, "Oh, him they always know film name, but them say, what your name artist?" I'm say, no, so I don't have the name yet. Them laugh off of me and say, you don't have the name yet. Them sorry, you look like a God pit name, and you're a Godson. And from them
oh,
said that they write down Godson on the recording, and I just say, Godson, my name, man.
all right, all right. Yeah, yeah,
And
that's
from
true.
that
That
day, we just say, yeah, man.
yeah,
And we just
yeah.
start work with the Godson, and we did the first recording. And the first recording was good. We were very excited. It was good and bad at the same time because it was the first time hearing back yourself on a recording. And you were
Mm-hmm.
like, that sound weird, yo. I not like how it sound. Yes, I not like how it sound, I like that. But
Yeah.
other persons say, yo, it sound good. And the encouragement came, and we decided that, we're going to continue this thing.
Okay, okay, good, good. So that's good, man, because I mean the music industry is wide, and the earlier you start it, the better. And trust me,
Yeah.
you have been doing the work, you have been doing the rounds everywhere on social media, and we're going to be talking about some collaborations that you have going for you as well, and also in terms of the direction that your music is going. In terms of your style of writing though, how do
Yeah.
you write your songs? I mean, some people can just lay down in their bed and write a number one song. Some people it take them months. How do you go about writing your songs though, and the inspiration behind the songs that you write?
All right. First of all, my inspiration comes from my personal experience,
Hmm.
experience of others, experience directly from God, and just generally things that are happening around me. So if I see something that speaks to me, so let's say I went in the supermarket and I saw a nice toaster. I see that toaster and that toaster speaks to me, and I can come up with a full message just by looking at that toaster. So me say,
Hmm.
God man, I think that this greater than that toaster. Seriously, Christ, come on and no laughter. Them a wonder how when me get that flow, yeah. Man, hot. Then me I say, anytime you at me say no fly can't pitch. Committed to Christ, we no pop in a switch. Smile on my face, come me fantastic. In a Christ, Holy Spirit, and me life blanket. Come on, let me tell you about it. There is no problem with the Lord can't fix. Stick to the Lord like ticks. On me, the devil can't play tricks. Cause God, man, in the spirit hotter than a toaster. So I can just look at anything, an object, and God inspire me by the time I get a word. We can be going through something like when I wrote I Need a Word, I was going through a breakup at that time. So that inspiration came. When I wrote Feeling I, it was based on the fact that when I was in the world, I used to smoke and I was very intrigued by that and the
Hmm.
Rasta culture and the reggae music. And so when God convicted my life, I just put my entire story back into a song. There's nothing in it that is made up. Everything in it, up to the name of the farmer. Drughead was his name.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
everything it's like so basically it's like God just give me some experiences, and the experiences just write the song. It's not me write the song. It's the experiences.
Wow,
Right.
wow. That's powerful, man. Because I was listening to a popular secular artist a few years ago. I don't remember his name now, but he told the interviewer that most of his hit songs are actually
Yeah.
real life stories. People
Definitely.
laugh at them and think it's gimmicks and he's crying over a girl or he's doing this,
Yeah.
but he said they were real stories. Like maybe
Mm-hmm.
he only changed names for privacy, but they were real.
Yeah.
So
Real
God
story.
use in this way, you can just look at an object or a piece of appliance and a song just comes. It's real talent. And I want to even challenge people who are watching the show, young people, you might be middle age, it doesn't matter who you are. There is something in you that God can use, to bring glory or to edify the world, and a lot of
Yeah.
us, sadly, we
Help us.
sit down on our talents, and the purpose needs to come forth. So I'm happy that you share that, and I want to use that to encourage somebody, because we know how this thing goes in terms of music. It's very powerful. You can use it to change the world, and that's why so many times you see people even being influenced by certain kind of music in a wrong way. But we know that your music is positive, and I'm really happy that you can share your music in this way. So blessings. In terms of though your musical inspirations, who were some of those people growing up that you looked up to in the music industry? Could be gospel, it could be secular, but those were people you really looked up to, listen to their music, you took it in. Who were some of those people?
Bury someone, Buju Banton, Prodigal Son, Papa Son, Stitchy, Lieutenant Stitchy.
Right. I hope people. When I watch your performances and I listen to you, I hear a lot of prodigal. Not that you're trying to be like him in any way, because
Yes, yes, yes.
you're just you. But even just listening to the songs and stuff, I mean, your ministry comes across, like one of those persons, and that's really good, because we need people in the music industry that can really make an impact like you're making, and that's really good. So I'm happy that you had some of those musical icons, as your
Yes,
as your
yes, 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 yes.
that you looked up to, and God has used you now to write your own songs, and that's one of the things somebody said to me years ago. Just write your songs. Don't think of if this song will be a hit or if this song will be a
Yeah,
number
that's
one.
right.
Just write,
Definitely.
because you can't decide what the song does, or because you can write the best song thinking this is gonna be a hit and it doesn't go
Mm-hmm.
anywhere. And the one that you're thinking might not be a hit, that's the one that comes
That's
out
the
on
one.
top, because it's the people's
Definitely.
choice. So that, yeah, man. So that's really
Definitely.
good. So in terms of you mentioned your EP, that you released an EP in 2018.
Yes,
Tell us about that.
2018. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Tell us
Well,
about it. And how has it been going for you since that time, though?
but it has been going good. It's just that right after releasing the EP, because it was the end of 2018, so it's basically 2019, and
Mm-hmm.
the world was disturbed with the coronavirus. So it's like we came from the EP, we did the Smile Jamaica live performance with the full band and everything, and we started to pick
Mm-hmm.
up some momentum. But right after that came the COVID, and everything went back. I would not
Right.
say downhill. Things got slow,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Things got slow, and during that time, even a little discouragement came up because we really we had we placed a lot of effort behind the EP, and then COVID came, and we were like, we everyone was a bit hesitant as to what to do because we didn't know if the world would ever open up again.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
So you were like just there watching to see what is gonna happen. So it was last year March now where we decided that you know what, because feeling I need a word, all of those songs are songs from the EP.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was last year March now we decided that you know what, we're going back full force.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we decided that we're going back full force.
All right, that's good, man. I mean, the pandemic took a lot of people by surprise, and I mean, my story is a different one in terms of I transitioned to the Middle East in the middle of the pandemic. Actually, the most places started shutting down December 2019, and
Mm-hmm.
March 2020 was when it was like an official pandemic where the entire world was shut down, flights, you
Yes.
name it. And that's when
Yes,
I
man.
transitioned. So my story is a really inspiring one, and I want to use my story as well in a different platform to share, what's happening in the world and what I went through, because this very show is a pandemic baby, because this started in December 2020, and I
Right.
started the show using it as a means of reaching out to people like yourself and other people who would just want to share their music on a platform to be heard around the world. And that's really, really good. So I'm happy that your EP is going good. And trust me, you have a new single that just came out. And before you even
Yeah.
talk about it, really congrats to you on the EP. And even though the pandemic may have slowed things down, it will pick up again, man. And you're gonna
Yes,
you're
man.
gonna
Nothing before its right time, It's all about God's timing,
definitely. And when you have good music, bro, even if you put it down for 10 years, man, you pick it up and dust it off and start running it again.
Ready again.
The
That is
world
it.
is
That is
baby.
it.
That's the good thing about
That's it.
good music. So I'm gonna be playing this song, and if you want to talk about this song that we're gonna be playing, it says "God Do It," and there's some things about the song that we're gonna be discussing as a gospel artist, and because a lot of people have some controversial thoughts in their heads, but I'm gonna play this song, and then after I play most of it, then definitely we can talk about the song and some of the
Okay.
elements of. Stand by and listen to this song.
Yeah, man.
Hello. It's another awesome day given to us by an awesome God. I'm Precious Emmanuel, and you're listening to the Awesome Music Show with your host, Dayle T. Don't touch the dial.
Hey, Sister Monica Barry, thank you so much for joining the show, and we are blessed to have you on the show today. Montego Bay representing, and we are blessed. Let's take another endorsement from Minister before we to the full song.
You're tuned into the awesome music show with Dale T. With Dale T. You're tuned into the awesome music show with Dale T. You don't know. Hi, this is O'Neill Campbell, bigging up and endorsing Dale T's awesome music show. Listen, don't touch that dial. Dale T, big up yourself every time.
All right, bro. Blessings, blessings. So we have this song that's coming up, and trust me, really making the rounds on media, and we want to take it different style on the Awesome Music Show this Friday, the May 26th.
Minister Treasure, Godson four corners.
Check out the lyrics.
Treasure, yo. Okay. I got on the bus. Listen. You don't see I got do it. You don't see a blessing when you flow, God do it. The life I will live, I God do it. Prosperity, promotion. You don't see I got do it. Hey, I got do it. And I got the money when we make, I got do it. Even the care when we chop, I got do it. And they could never ruin it. Hey. Big dreams, dreams big like crane. House on the hill when you see me left the lane. Big bets, spaceship, brown plane. And without a legacy, you know that's lame. On a God, till the day I die. Daddy billionaire, where you expect I wash, in a Jesus blood. And you expect me to stay under the mud. Come on, let us see how God do it.
God do it.
Now we will make a God do it. I got do it. So we live a God do it. Prosperity, promotion. Let us see how God do it. I God do it. The blessing we have flow, God do it. Even the life we live, God do it. And the enemy could never ruin it. Hey, we blessed and selected, protected by God. And the life we live, and now we set the standard. Remember that Christ died on the cross for us, so we can be rich. So we set the standard. The world that we sin that is laid out for it. No big us, big care. Leap for money. Remember that Jesus and him are with daddy. And we standing at this first public. Okay, you know see I got do it. I got do it. We make a God do it. The care we make a God do it. Prosperity, promotion. You know see I got do it. Hey, I got do it. The blessing we have flow, God do it. Even the life we live, God do it. And the enemy could never ruin it. Change my name and change the game. Objective is the same. Never change the aim. Never. Always hot. Never drop the flame. Patience, virtue, me bear the baby pain. My time now, life couldn't be the same. Me blessed now, like when the desert get the rain. Blessings, from blessings, from blessings, from blessings, from blessings. When me yell the name Jesus, let us see I
God
God
do it.
The blessing of your flow, God do it. The life of a liver, God do it. Prosperity, promotion. Let us see God do it. Hey, I God do it. The house of a liver, God do it. Even the car of whichever God do it. And the enemy could never rub it. Okay.
All right. Steel Plate Records dropping this one. Bro, tell us about this song and the collaboration. Some stuff are in the song, some lyrics are in the song that we were talking before the show started that a lot of people have a problem with a certain lifestyle that Christians live because a lot of people are still in the mindset Christians should always be taking the bus and taxi. Christians shouldn't drive a nice car, or if you drive one, it should be breaking down every minute. Talk to us about the lyrics in the song and also challenging people to aim high as Christians. You know, not to be at the bottom of the table all the time, but to aim high. Talk to us about the song and how you guys came up with this powerful song. Big up to Minister Treasure, as a matter of fact, too, collaborating on
Yeah,
this
man.
song.
Big up Minister Treasure, man. Yes, man. All right. Oh, we came up with this song. All right. You see, where I am now, where I'm living now, I recently moved to this location last year. So, where I was coming from
Mm-hmm.
was a little in the valley where most persons are poor and living that type of life. So, when I moved from there now, the inspiration came to me that, when I was thinking about to move, I got the inspiration that, sir, we need to start things big, we need to start dreaming big, and we need to
Mm-hmm.
start speak some things over our life, and we need to start manifest some things.
Yeah.
And then the inspiration came to me so what came first was the first verse, big dreams big
Mm-hmm.
like crane. I was on the
Yeah.
hill when I left the lane. So I speak it over my life. So I say, anytime I left the lane, I want house for the hill, me I go to,
Yeah.
which God actually did for me. And then me I say, Big Ben, spaceship ground plane. I still don't buy the Benz yet, but one of my good brethren, like a family to me, he bought a Benz during that time.
Yeah.
And I was so happy for him. That inspired me as well. Me I say, Big Ben, spaceship ground plane, because he give me a spin out there and me I say, yo, a
Yeah.
ground plane this good. Fast. And me I say,
Yeah.
ground plane. And then the Bible tells us that a good man leaves an inheritance. So we say, dead without a legacy, that's a lane. And then we have to wash in the Jesus blood, because you see, at the end of the day, God will bless you with things, but you have to be at that stage where you're humble, where you're truly washed by his blood in order to accept it with humility. Because at the end of the day, a lot of times God will bless us with things, but because of our own doing, we end up cause the blessing to seems like it's a curse. So may I say, when God give me all of that, I want to still I want to be under his blood. Still, I want to still be faithful to him. And I want to be humble in what he's doing for me. So as I tell us, I used to go by the name Godson. So the
Mm-hmm.
second verse came again saying that, which would be the final verse in the song. So this verse, the verse that I did to say that, change my name and change the game. So
Mm-hmm.
because the merge of the name, so I said change the name, change the game, because as I told you during the pandemic, I was like out of it. So I say, may I change that about myself, may I get back onto it. So I said change my name and change the game. But me I say, I don't want nobody feel like because the name changed, anything else changed. So I say, so the objective, which is what? To go out and be disciples and to win souls for Christ. Objective is the same. We never change the aim. And then when I say, we're not lukewarm, so we're always hot. We never drop the flame. So when I say, why this is happening to us now? Because one of the fruit of the spirit is patience. So when I say patience is a virtue, we bear the baby pain. And now that baby pain came along is that last year was an awesome year for me in terms of my wife had her first her son.
Wow.
And
Congrats.
yeah, man, thank you. I'm gonna
Yeah.
see the pain I should go through. So I say patience is a virtue. I bear the baby pain.
Yeah.
And that's where it came along. So those two verses came first, and then Treasure did link me one at the time on the block, and then me I say, you know, sir, he coming on my spirit, and I say, you know, so I ask Treasure if he want drop in a verse on this and drop a hook on this. So I call him and I say, no, I have an idea, and him say, yeah, man, send it to me. And I send him the idea, and it was in an evening that I sent him the idea, and then early in the morning, him send me a message and say, brother, I find it. And I say, I'm hear it now. And him send me film part, and me I say, it man, me I said, connect, when we can go buy this? And the rest is history.
Yeah, man. Good collab. I mean, to be honest with you, bro, and listening the collab with you, and you know, I got a little bit emotional because of what happened in the musical industry, last week with us losing our brother and friend next stage, and listening to the whole thing, but it's a happy song. I love it, but I mean, just the collab alone just brings back some memory, But God knows best, and even through this collab, God do it. We have to just understand that when God works, we're not always going to understand him. We're not always going to know what he's doing because he's God. He owes us no explanation in a lot of things, but we just have to keep trusting. But I love the collab, and I like the fact that you're changing the mindset of people. People can start to think that, listen, I can dream big too. I can drive the Mercedes Benz. I can live on the hill in a big house. I can have a lot of money in the bank, because nothing is wrong with those things, as long as your focus still remains the same and you don't change. Because I always tell God that if you're going to bless me to a level where I'm going to forget you, then just let me go on to the 1 and 2.
Yes. Because at the end of the day, soul is more important.
Definitely, we can pray for anything, but God knows that, hey, if I bless Dayle with this, maybe Dayle is going to stop singing. Dayle is not going to have any time for the show again. He's not going to want to spend no time with his family because now he's going to be caught up with the things I have blessed him with. So I'm happy that the song is really reaching to people in so many ways. I saw a performance with you guys on Labor Day, just Tuesday.
Yeah, man.
Awesome.
Labor Day concert.
Yeah, man. I love that. And just keep doing it. People have to see that energy before they can be drawn to the God that we are talking about. Because the God that we serve, we have to give him the best, and we have to put out the best, because he's a vibrant God. He's a God that's full of life, energy, fun, and love. And once we can transcend that through our music, definitely, man, it will go places. Any more collaborations coming up for you? Because this has been a successful. Any more coming up?
Well, we haven't decided on anything as yet, but with God, all things are possible, With God, all things are possible. So you might be hearing some more stuff.
All right. Yeah, man, blessing. I'm gonna play a little bit more of this song, because trust me, it's a really good song. Check out the lyrics in this song. Trust me, it's really a good song. God, do it, and trust me. If you are waiting on God to do something for you, all you need is that patience. And he talked about even just a little ounce of patience. I'm just paraphrasing, but trust me, this is a wonderful, wonderful song. So let's listen to God Do It one more time on the Awesome Music Show live this Friday, and we're talking to Minister Godson Four Corners, live from Kingston, Jamaica. Trev Zen Creations, thank you so much, sis, for joining and for sharing on the Awesome Music Show. One more time from the top.
Yeah. Where's the blessing of the Lord make it rich?
Minister Treasure,
Godson Four Corners.
it has no sorrow.
Treasure, okay. I got the boss. Listen. You don't see a God do it. You don't see a blessing when you flow, God do it. The life we live, I God do it. Prosperity, promotion. You don't see a God do it. I God do it. You don't got the money when we make a God do it. Even the car we make a God do it. And the enemy could never ruin it. Hey. Big dreams big like crane. House on the hill when you see me left the lane. Big beds, spaceship, ground plane. Then we not a legacy, you know that's lame. On a God, till the day I die. The billionaire where you expect I wash in a Jesus blood. And you expect me to stay under the mud. You can see how God do it. The movie where we make a God do it. I got the house so we live a God do it. Prosperity, promotion. You can see how God do it. I God do it. The blessing we have flow, God do it. Even the life we live, God do it. And the enemy could never ruin it. Hey, we Blessed and selected, protected by God. And the life we will live and now we set the standard. Remember that Christ died on the cross for us so we can be rich, so we set the standard. The world that we send at this laid out for we. No big us, big care, whole heap of money. Remember that Jesus and him with daddy. So we standing at this red public. Okay, yeah, let's see I got do it. I got do it, I got do it.
Gonna let you know a little live part on this before we leave the show, bro.
Promotion, yeah, let's see I got do it. I got do it. The blessing where you flow, I got do it. Even the life I will live, I got do it. And the enemy could never ruin it. Change my name and change the game. Objective is the same. Never change the aim. Never. Always hot. Never drop the flame. Patience, virtue, me bear the baby pain. My time now, life couldn't be the same. Me blessed now, like when the desert get the rain. Blessings, from blessings, from blessings, from blessings, from blessings. When me yell the name, Jesus, the blessing I got do it. The blessing of your flow, I got do it. The life of a live, I got do it. Prosperity, promotion, you know see I got do it. Hey, I got do it. The house of a live, I got do it. Even the care of which I got do it. And the enemy could never ruin it. Okay.
Okay, I gotta do it. Yeah, man, definitely. So whatever you see God blessing us with, man, I just gotta do it. I gotta do it. Yeah, man. I saw Usain Bolt put up something on his social media page last year that people don't know what you go through in life, but people find so much time to envy you when they see the prosperity and the blessings. So just telling you, if you see me prospering and if you see God doing some things, yeah, man, one message, man, I gotta do it. Yeah, man, gotta do it. Definitely. All right, tell us what's coming up for you, bro. You had the EP out and things were slowed down for a while, but you're still pushing. Tell us about any upcoming shows you have, or any new music that you might have coming up, and so we can share that information as well.
All right, I have two features this Sunday now with Minister Kevin Eats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So I tried with him now to so him have two shows this Sunday we never pass through, and also we have a new single coming out by the name of God in Me. That is gonna be good. Look out for that one. Yeah, man. So that's what we're working on now. We're putting on the final touches on that to launch it. We already have the merchandise for it. Let me show you what's happening.
All right. We're gonna see a little piece of the song until he comes back. God do it.
Yeah. Where's the blessing of the Lord? Make rich, miniature. Godson, four corners.
Christine Campbell, thank you so much for joining. Always supporting awesome music show. Thank you so much. Florida representing. All right, bro. You can share. You can share now. Not a problem.
So we have the merchandise coming. God in me, God energy, Because a lot of time I go play some profile and they must say, where you get the energy there from, brother? We are saying, no, sir, God in me. So they say, God energy,
Yeah,
we have the caps coming.
All right. That's good.
So it's gonna be an awesome song. It's gonna be an awesome song.
Yeah, man. And you're repping the shirt as well. God do it. That's really good. I like the contrast of colors. Yeah, man. Definitely. And it's really good to see young people just pushing out and doing good music, positive music. Because trust me, I can tell you there's some music out there that's really not fit for human consumption, but it's out there. And to be honest with you, it seems as if it takes the platforms even faster than the conscious ones. Young people know them, young people sing them, young people, soak them up in their spirits, and sometimes it brings so much damage. So I like to share really positive songs, positive music that somebody can listen on the road. You can share it with your family, and trust me, it's an inspiration. So really love that, bro, and I'm happy that you have those things coming up for you. In terms of your musical dream, though, in terms of where would you really want to take your music? Because I mean, the energy I'm seeing coming from you, I know it's gonna go far. So tell us about some of the things that, because every artist dreams of that big stage, that really big stage, that big contract, or that contract with a musical company and stuff. So tell us about some of the things that you may be thinking about for your musical aspirations.
Well, I've been thinking about how good it would be to go to the four corners of the world to minister and to share my style of music with the world, you know.
Yeah.
Also, it has always been a dream of mine to minister on the Fun in the Sun stage in Jamaica, you know. That has always been a dream of mine, and I speaking in it I speaking it into being because words are powerful, and we're two or three we decide so we are gonna agree to it, it will happen. So Fun in the Sun, Tommy Cowan, reach out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Reach
Yeah,
out.
man. It's gonna be done, bro. I see that happening. I know. I was telling somebody just the other day that Fun in the Sun. I've not seen it as regular as it used to be, but whenever it comes around, man, it's always a good show,
It's great.
and I
Yeah, man,
pray
it's
that
always
God
been
will bless
good.
that platform and several other platforms, bro. Because trust me, you have the energy, you have the vibe, and the lyrics of your songs can resonate with people, and that's a powerful thing. So I pray a blessing over your life and your ministry.
Yeah, man,
That
I
all
receive it,
that
man.
continue. Yeah, man, definitely. Share your
That's right.
contact details with us, bro, and how we can find you on social media for bookings, for collaborations, whatever it is. Just share some details with
All right.
us.
So,
Go.
if you want to find me, it's Godson Four Corners for everything. So TikTok, Godson Four Corners, Instagram, Godson Four Corners, and everything is spelled the way it is spelled on screen. GODSONFOURCORNERS. It's spelled exactly how it is supposed to be spelled in the English language. So it's
Yeah.
Godson Four Corners for Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. So it's just the name.
All right.
And
All
you
right.
will, when
Great.
you go on it, you can always reach out to me.
All right. Yeah, man. Blessings. And I just want to big up John I Official. Thank you so much, bro, for joining us and for being on the show. Your time is coming up, bro. Just reach out. Definitely, man. We'd love to have you on. And, just want to big up every single person grieving the loss of our dear friend and brother. Trust me, it's
Yeah, man,
really hard,
condolences,
man. I can't help but
man.
say it, but
Mhm,
God knows
mhm,
best. And we just have to remember his family. He has a daughter. And trust me, we have to just remember his family, his mom, sisters, brothers. Have to remember them during this time. Just send up a word of prayer for Minister and
mhm,
Exchange family and just that God will keep them. It's not an easy thing to lose a loved one. I've been through that before and I've seen other people hurt. And, when they empathize with somebody, but it's really good. Really good to have you on the show. But we have another song that, it's one of my favorite songs from you. It's called Feeling So High. I'm going to be playing that. But before we do that, though, I'd love to hear a little bit of a cappella from God Do It because trust me, lyrically sound and it's really a good song. So right here on
Yes,
the
man.
Awesome Show this Friday, May 26th, God Do It from Godson Four Corners. Take it away, bro.
I mean, say big dreams, dreams big like crane. House on the hill when you see me left it in. Big Benz, spaceship, ground plane. Then without a legacy, you know that's lame. Man of God, till the day I die. Daddy billionaire, what you expect? I wash in a Jesus blood. And you expect me to stay in the mud, boy. You know, see, I God do it. The blessings where you flow, I God do it. The life for me live, I God do it. Prosperity, promotion, you know, see, I God do it, eh? I God do it. No, blessings, I God do it. Live the life for me live, I God do it. And the devil couldn't even do it. Okay. God from four corners, man. God do it.
Yeah, man. Respect, bro. Respect. Love it, love it, love it. And I pray a blessing over this song that everywhere you are, Minister Treasure, put your feet to perform this song and minister that people's lives will be touched, people's lives will be blessed, and people will start to think of themselves not just on the level that they're at, but you think of yourselves a couple level up because trust me,
Oh,
God wants the best for us, and we have to claim that. And you spoke many times about the power that's in your tongue, speaking the positive things over your life, and that's what we
speak
want
it
to
and
do on
believe it, man.
this
Just believe.
show and through your music. Yeah, man, definitely, definitely. And whatever you see happening, man, I just gotta do it. It's
God
simple
do
as
it,
that,
man.
you know. Yeah, man, definitely,
Yes.
definitely. So I'm gonna be ending the show with the song that's your testimony, and you spoke about it already. As a young man, smoking. And your mom sent you to that camp meeting, and happy that you were obedient enough to go, and that's where the conversion took place. So just introduce this song for us before I play it. And definitely you can remain backstage after we finish so we could just chit chat a little bit after the show. But trust me, it's
Definitely.
been a pleasure having you on the show. and I'm sure there's much more coming up from you, from your ministry. And do connect with Minister Treasure so that we could have him on the show one of these Fridays as well to share his ministry as well. So introduce the song for us, and then definitely it's one of my favorite. So we're going to be playing it twice before we end the show on this Friday. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, man, blessings, man. So it's Feeling I, Godson Four Corners. It's my testimony. This is where God has brought me from as a juvenile and saved my life and made me realize that I can find peace and love and joy in Him. So, yeah, man, can give them a listen.
All right, yeah, man. Blessings. Thank you so much, bro. And it's really, really good to have you on the show, man. So we're gonna be hearing this song before we get him off the show today, man. We're gonna hear this song twice because trust me, it's really a powerful song, and we want people to know that. Listen, the feeling that you get, and I was listening to the song, and I said, so much people around the world smoking weed, taking all kinds of prescription drugs, you name it, just to feel high. And we're saying, hey, you don't need any of that, man, because guess what?
Just need to come into the presence of God, man.
Definitely. All right, stand by. Let's just take an endorsement, and then we go right into the song right here on the Awesome Music Show.
You're listening to the Awesome Music Show with your host, yours truly, Dayle T. Don't touch your dial.
All right, so here we go. One more time, music show, Feeling High.
I'm feeling so high. I'm feeling so high.
Godson Four Corners, live from Kingston, Jamaica.
Choking used to have a weed farm on the hill. Him used to pass me gate and the soil him got till. Him said to sell the weed can earn him couple mil. And when him smoke it, him all feel like a king. I followed, fake like the baddest thing.
Wanna say welcome to my new subscribers. Trinidad. Keisha, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. And if you're on the channel for the first time, please like, share, subscribe, and click that notification bell. And also share this channel with your family and your friends so that they can be a part of the awesome family. One more time from the top, man. One more time from the top.
I'm feeling so high. I'm feeling so high. Used to have a weed farm on the hill. Him used to pass me gate and the soil him got till. Him said to sell the weed can earn him couple mil. And when him smoke it, him all feel like a king. I followed, fake like the baddest thing. Until I was sent to a camp meet. That camp meet in front of with that this song me a smoke. Feel high, it is so good in the presence of the Most High. No heat, but feel high, it feel good. And I'm on off, it smoke no ganja. Me no smoke weed, but feel high. It is so good in the presence of the Most High. No heat, but feel high, it feel good. And I'm on off, it smoke ganja. Me used to smoke it, forget a meditation. Richie Spice don't say it's a the healing of the nation. I hope this play on every radio station. The presence of the Lord can bring your salvation. Some smoke weed and get off, some kick back and cough, while the devil sit back and laugh. Me say me don't see him craft, him first steal the minds before him steal the hearts. But me no smoke weed, but I feel high. It is so good in the presence of the Most High. No weed, but I feel high. Feel good, and
we have to tell you, the songs we play on this show, we don't have musical rights to these songs, but we play them for promotional purposes.
Of the Most High. No weed, but I feel high. I am in field, and I'm on office smoke. Anointing, busting on me head and no sense. When them see my eyes red,
love it, bro, love it, love it.
It's the tears that I cry, the tears that I cry when me reflect on God's mercy. Here is my heart, Lord. Me beg you search it. Anything not of you, me beg you purge it.
I'm feeling so high, I'm feeling so high. No feelings yet, so no boy. Me no smoke weed, but me feel high. It is so good in the presence of the Most High. No weed, but me feel high. Me feel good. I know him on off his smoke no ganja. Me no smoke weed, but me feel high. It is so good in the presence of the Most High. No weed, but me feel high. Me feel good. I know him on off his smoke. Me no smoke weed, but me feel high. It is so good in the presence of the Most High. No weed, but me feel high. Me feel good. I know him on off his smoke no ganja. Me no smoke weed, but me feel high. It is so good in the presence of the Most High. No weed, but me feel high. Me feel good. I know him on off his smoke. Me no smoke weed, but me feel high. Me no smoke weed, but me feel high.
Wow, love it, bro. Love it, love it, love it. I'm gonna be playing it one more time just to show. But I just want to give you the chance just to use the opportunity just to share a final word of encouragement with those who are on the show. Those who will be seeing this show years and years to come. Just talk to our audience, bro, and just leave a word of encouragement before we go off the platform.
Yeah, man, just know that it doesn't matter what you're going through, it doesn't matter where you are now. Just know that God is in control. Just know that all you need to do is to just submit yourself to Him totally, and He will just direct your path. Because sometimes, we think that we have the answer. But you see, at that point when you realize that you don't have the answer and you surrender
Yeah.
totally to Him, that is when He will take over fully. And trust me, your life will be blessed. Get connected to God and stay connected to God. God is awesome to be praised,
All right, all right. Blessings, bro. And from Christine, thank you so much. We need to feel high. It's so good in the presence of the Most High. Thank you so much, sis, from this very, very good lyrics. The first time I heard this song, I played it no less than 5 times, bro. Just I was just soaking up the song, and I'm saying, whoa, a person who is listening to the song who is not saved, a person who is maybe hooked on drugs. When I was going to all age school, that was many moons ago, bro. I know a friend who he always had at least a quarter pound of weed in his back pocket. And that was early days. He was maybe about
man.
15. And trust me, I don't know what has become of him now. But from what I heard, he was still smoking like crazy years after we left even high school. And
Mhm.
a lot of people are hooked on these things, not knowing that there's a solution. And we want to use the show just to tell you that listen, there is a way out. You don't have to be taking the weed.
Mhm.
Of course, it has
True.
medicinal purposes and there are very, very good uses to it if it's not abused. But we're telling you about a higher power that makes
I
you
have
feel high,
forgotten.
taking anything, sniffing anything, injecting anything. And that's the power that's coming from the show. So thank you so much for your encouragement, bro. Thank you for being on the show. Thank you for sharing your music ministry with our audience. Years and years from now, we can look back on this interview and we can say, hey, God do it, God do it.
God do
And
it,
trust me,
man.
really good. All the best on your new single with Minister Treasure. And we just pray that God will just keep doing it for you, bro. All the things that you even imagine, He will exceed your imagination all over the world, the four corners, as your name suggests, you will accomplish.
Definitely.
All right, well, blessings, blessings. Gonna be dropping
Blessings
this
to you, too, man.
as we go from the show. And it's been a pleasure sharing this platform with you. We have some wonderful shows coming up. And for next Friday, I'm just led to do a tribute show to Next Change Ministry next Friday and just invite some artists
Um,
just to pass through.
that would be good, man. That would be
Just
good. That would be good.
yeah, yeah. I know Jamaica Youth for Christ is planning something for him as well and
Mhm.
his family. But the moment I heard about it, I wanted to do it tonight, but I'm not gonna be in that mood to do it tonight. But next Friday, and I'm gonna be doing some flyers and stuff and circulating. We're just gonna spend that
Mhm.
time just to encourage each other and just to let the memories of his work and ministry live on and just to encourage his family as well. All right, so be blessed, everybody, as we go from the show. My name is Dayle T. It's been a pleasure sharing this platform with you and having God's Son Four Corners on the show. It's a pleasure having you on, bro, and it's a blessing. Evangelist Melvina Thomas, thank you so much for joining from Florida. Sister Izzy and the crew, Terry Teachers Consultancy, every single person that's always supporting Awesome Music Show. Blessings to you. Evangelist Melvina Thomas is always on and supporting, and we want you to support their platforms as well. Sister Izzy Thomas on the beat. Trust me, blessings, blessings to you, sis. All right, bro, take care of yourself, and we'll talk soon. And as you go from the show, everyone, just please remember to support the ministry of Godson Four Corners. You can find him on all social media platforms with the same name. And trust me,
Yes,
once you
yes.
find him, just support the ministry, subscribe, buy the music, send the music to your family and your friends, send it to some young people, man. Let them hear it and see how well God is doing over this side of the world. All right, blessings. So take care, everybody. I'm going to be dropping the song from the
Blessings,
top
man.
one more time as we go from the show. All right, bro. Blessings. We'll talk very soon. All right.
Yes, man. Blessings, man.
All
Yes.
right, all right. Blessings, blessings. All right, so there you have it, Minister Godson Four Corners on the show as we are just going off the show today. And we want you to just know that whatever you are going through, then God is able to bring you through it. You might be going through a rough time, you might be going through a challenging time, but we know that God is able to fix your situation. Whatever you see God doing, man, it's just God doing it for us, and we want you to know that His blessings maketh rich and adds no sorrow to it. So the things that He blesses us with, He adds no sorrow with them. All right. So blessings, everybody. As we go from the show, just a little bit of this wonderful song, "Feeling So High," "Feeling High" from Minister Godson. All the persons from Florida, in the United States, Jamaica, UAE. And I want to big up every single person from the ENAD UAE. Thank you so much. 15 years celebrating in the UAE and also in the Aldana region. 4 years anniversary. I want to big up Pastor Randy and the entire crew from every nation. That's where I worship. Trust me, God has been doing some really good things. So congratulations on your 4th year anniversary. And we're looking forward to the celebrations coming up very soon. One more time from the top as we go from the show this Friday.
I'm feeling so high.
You don't need the weed, you don't need the crack cocaine, whatever it is, you don't need any of those. You just need to get connected to the source.
Him used to have a weed farm on the hill. Him used to pass me gate and the soil him got till. Him said to sell the weed can earn him couple mil. And when him smoke it, him all feel like a king. I followed, fake like the baddest thing. Until I was sent to a camp meeting. At that camp meeting, encounter with the king. From that this song me a sing. Me no smoke weed, but me feel high. It is so good in the presence of the Most High. No weed, but me feel high. Me feel good, and I'm on off smoke no ganja. Me no smoke weed, but me feel high. It is so good in the presence of the Most High. No weed, but me feel high. Me feel good, and I'm on off smoke ganja. Me used to smoke it for get a meditation. Richie Spice don't say it a the healing of the nation. I hope display on every radio station. The presence of the Lord can.
Come on, go and find the songs on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe to his channel. Find him on Instagram, on TikTok, Twitter. Find him on Godson Four Corners. Support the music ministry, support his ministry. And if you have bookings, just send him an inbox to any of those pages, and I'm sure he'll get back to you for those bookings and collaborations.
Feel high. It is so good in the presence of the Most High. No weed, but me feel.
So all those from Trinidad, thank you so much for joining. All those from the UAE, thank you so much for joining. All those from the US, Sister Izzy Thomas on the beach, thank you so much, sis. Thank you for always supporting and for being a part of the show. Bless you to you and your mom always. Congratulations to
you, me beg your purging. I'm feeling so high, I'm feeling so high. No feelings yet, so no boy. Me no smoke weed, but me feel high. It is so good in the.
All right, so stay safe on the road. Stay safe. Yes, Minister Melvina. Solid guy. Solid interview. Love it.
No weed, but me feel high. Me feel good, and I'm on off smoke. Me no smoke
weed will feel high. It is so good in the presence of the Most High. No weed will feel high, me feel good. I know him on office, smoke no ganja. Me no smoke weed will feel high. It is so good in the presence of the Most High. No weed will feel high, me feel good. I know him on office, smoke.
All right, so as we go from the show, thank you so much. My name is DLT. See you again on Monday as we do another show on Monday, and then on Friday we're going to be having that tribute show to a brother and friend, Nick Change and his family. Take care, everybody. My name is DLT. See you soon. All the best. Take care.